What's going on, guys? The Duke of TBC here, and I'm going to be doing some more, I guess, dex checks as I'm climbing the ranks of ladder once again. I'm about to hopefully hit some single-digit ranks today. I've been lazy this month, so I'm kind of falling a little bit behind. So with the advent of Grim Patron Warrior going out the door next week, I figure there might be fewer people playing it currently. So far, I've been running into a lot of secret. And I believe that the deck that I'm playing does very well against them. It adds enough early pressure. It can deal with the secret shenanigans fairly well. And that is Dragon Priest. I will go over the deck list after I play a couple games. I'm actually going to turn my music down a little bit. That should be fine. So I've played a few games with Dragon Priest already today. I was at rank 12 earlier, and I got my way into rank 11 after a couple games. I did play one game on my Galaxy S6 that I should have won. I thought I had lethal on a paladin, but there was a graphical mess up on
the
on my
light
phone,
shall bring victory.
and it said that he was at 10 health, so I was like, oh cool, he's dead. So I got him to 0, and apparently he wasn't at 10 health. I went on to lose the game because he then made a number of favorable trades, and that was pretty much the end of it. I have no idea what happened with it, but it's not the end of the world. Because I do have a turn to play, we're gonna go ahead and,
mocking me?
I like the Dragon Priest deck because it is more of a tempo-based deck rather than the old school control priest was constantly trying to just because once again we have a really strong lane. This is more of a proactive deck than a reactive deck. The problem with the old school control priest was that you were constantly behind. You were constantly just trying to react to what the other person was doing, and it was pretty much just a pain in the butt. Go ahead and do it. So this is kind of interesting. I think I run into a mech rogue at rank 11. I don't even think I've ever seen a mech rogue before, but you know.
Come close and listen.
So he has to trade both of these in for this to be worth it. Yeah, that was kind of a waste, in many ways. Yeah, that was really awkward.
This is money!
He is gonna get 2 buffs out of his, pardon me, out of his, Iron Sensei, which does kind of suck, but the fact that I'm going into my Blackwing Corruptor is going to make things very difficult for him, so I can kill it for free no matter what next turn. Or I'm gonna have to deal with that. I think what we go ahead and do... Wow, this is really annoying. Let's see what we do. So, we're gonna go ahead and deal with these problems. So he's almost out of cards. I can take his Iron Sensei, so this really isn't all that bad. As long as he doesn't play a mech here, I'm in phenomenal shape. Okay, that's good to know. I might just kill it. Oh, this is rough. He has to trade both in.
I wield the power.
I can take it next turn and kill whatever you want. Unless he has sprint, he's already fallen so far behind. My endgame plays are way stronger than his. That's kind of annoying. That was a waste. Wow, this guy's playing super weird. So...
Let me change your mind.
Death to the pretenders.
Let me change your mind.
So that Dr. Boom, like, he got so much value out of that Iron Sensei. That was unexpected. Like, he just had the right mechs at the right time. But once again, very lucky.
I can fix anything.
That'll work.
I have no time for games.
This definitely puts him in an awkward position. Unless he has an easy way to remove this. This was a completely unexpected deck. I don't think I've ever played against a mech rogue before. Like, I don't even know what to say against this. Wow. There's basically two things I want to take here. I think the Shredder would be what I want the most.
Let none survive.
Yeah, I definitely want the Shredder. So he can break through and then he has to deal 6. I feel like 2 damage is making sure that I get more presence. So we'll see what happens.
Come close and listen.
God, he is just every answer so far this game. But there is actually a chance for me to recover from this. I really would love to. No matter what, we have to heal.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
The damned stand ready.
So we're just gonna start outclassing his hero power. So if he doesn't draw any fast damage, we can actually come out of this. He had a really insane curve. Like, he already used 1 eviscerate. He already used 1 poison. So that's fine. That is definitely a big help. That is an enormous help. So we're still going to go ahead and clear his board because I simply do not trust. Kill ourselves with blood.
My fate is sealed.
So now we're not even dead to this, right? We're not even dead to Zap. We're not dead to pretty much anything here. He has to sprint into Eviscerate. Like, that's basically his or that into Eviscerate. And if he gets it, well then, you know, his draws were just better than mine. So 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, so we're a little bit short.
I did.
And he decides to go ahead and
Well
put out.
played.
So he wasn't dead next turn, he actually could have come back and killed me. But I guess he felt that after, nope, I would have healed to 5 and that would have been getting, no, he's still, if I cleared, he was dead. So, that was a very weird deck. His Iron Sensei's got an absolute crap ton of value, even though I stole 1. Yeah, he got a lot of value off that Iron Sensei. So yeah, that's pretty much, this is why I like Priest. If it was an old school Priest, I feel like I would have just been on the back foot the whole time.
The light shall bring victory.
And this is the other reason, like, look at this hand. This hand is absolutely insane. Like, if I draw a 3-drop, then I'm just golden. This is already such a strong start because it contests everything he plays. Even if he plays a heal bot, I get to play a 2-4. And I can even remove its shield and then play the 2-4 and it's dead, so... This is why I play Dragon Priest. I'm still gonna hit that. Like, tempo is such a huge thing with this deck. Oh wow, the hits just keep on coming. This is fantastic.
Are you mocking me?
So the reason that I want to make sure that this is dead as soon as possible is, Paladin just has so many different ways to...
Reporting for duty.
Do I heal? Yeah, we definitely heal.
Is someone injured?
This is the dream. Because we just start getting this engine going. I do not want concentration to be devastating. So if I lose a 1-drop...
Thank you.
Thank you for what? Consecration's garbage here. So even if he consecrations here, he kills a 2-1, whoop-de-doo, I get to play my Twilight Guardian. Like I said, alright, cool. You've already lost so much tempo now.
Right away.
So this is probably going to sit in my hand for a really long time. This is not good, even like anywhere near like late game.
Put this apple on your head.
Is he really gonna? I'm fine with this. This really isn't that big a deal. Alright, this is even better for me. This deck is...
I wield the power.
So, he's at 5 cards with absolutely no board position. I'm at 7 cards with complete board position. And Consecration
Follow
still
the
isn't
rules.
good here.
Reporting for duty.
That's fine. The thing I don't want to do here is overextend too hard. So we're gonna go ahead and just...
Death to the pretender.
I want to milk as much value, actually. I want to draw cards. I need to draw in some of my heavier hitters. And keep everything out of Consecration. I just want to keep applying as much pressure as I possibly can. Because this is going to be very difficult for him to come back from. Shadow Word Paint, that'd be nice. Or another Valence Chosen.
Death to the pretender.
One thing I don't want to do is I do not want to in case he has Consecration and quality, but I need to make sure that I have enough stuff on the board to where I'm going to contest whatever he plays. So what I really need now is like another... Yeah, see, this is what I meant. I did not want to... Wow, he's getting desperate, and I'm fine with that. So he's already used equality.
Stand ready.
So I feel pretty comfortable just laying all on the line. Putting as much pressure as I can. Now next turn I got Ysera, so even if he does like some equality consecration and makes a dude, I can just follow up with Ysera, and he is out of outs to deal with Ysera as far as I'm concerned. So even if he plays Tyrion Fordring here, that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage hitting in his face. The weapon just isn't even going to be worth anything at that point. That's a pretty good answer.
I wield the power.
This could possibly get silenced again.
My fate is sealed.
So once again, we're applying pressure without overextending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I just... This is fine. Kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. Not by a long shot. Let's see if he uses his weapon. Yeah, he will. That's fine.
Reporting
He's
for
sort of
duty.
lethal at this point.
My fate is sealed.
That's kind of what I didn't want to happen, was kind of just like...
Death to the
It just
pretender.
gets insane boss.
My work is paramount.
Go ahead and keep this out of consecration range. So once again, he's down to 3 cards. I have 4 cards. My hero power is outclassing his because I've kept board control this entire time.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty.
Still doesn't do anything. So I have two options now. I can keep going for massive. Yeah, we'll just keep the fuel going. Because the more I use my hero power, the more things just keep getting like more and more awful for him.
Death to the pretenders.
We do want to minimize consecration damage.
Stop distracting me!
My fate is sealed.
And then we'll make it so he can't. So it might seem like I'm kind of holding back. That's because I am. He does have a second equality, and he might have another consecration. So I'm holding this back as long as I can.
Reporting for duty.
Two arms doesn't really do anything.
Reporting for duty.
Like 6'11", like he's just dead.
Well played.
Well played.
Well played.
So we just kind of ground him out.
I dream and the world trembles.
Why not? The granddaddy.
To the pretenders.
Stop distracting me!
So there we go. I played a very reserved, very like kind of. Oh yeah, I've been on a win streak on it. So damn, we are win 10 in this video. So 2 solid wins against one deck that you normally see, just kind of basic control paladin, just ground him to nothing. And then Mech Rogue, that was very different. So this is the deck that I'm working with at the moment. 2 Power Word Shields, pretty basic. Power Word Shield is absolutely brutal. Card is amazing, I love it, I can't get enough of it. 2 North Star Clerics, it's the draw engine of the deck because I do not run Thought Steal, so you have to get your card advantage from somewhere. 2 Twilight Whelps, it is just a better zombie chow in this deck because you're always going to have a dragon. I am only running 1 Shadow Word Pain because, once again, this deck is far more proactive than it is reactive, so you don't need 2 Shadow Word Pains. But it is a nice thing to have against things like Shielded Minibot, or you want to make sure that you kill a worm, or a Mech Warper very quickly. So it's just a nice little option to have because your 2 early game minions are 2 attack minions, so there are some 3 health minions from turn 2, turn 3 that you can't deal with. Shrinkmeister is phenomenal for making sure that sometimes you just need to get something into the 3 or lower range for your Shadow Word Pain, or obviously the Shrinkmeister Cabal Shadow Priest combo to take someone else's Ysera, or some other minion like their Sludge Belcher. So it's just one of those nice things. It can also gain you some really nice tempo, and sometimes this minion just reads Battle Cry, heal your minion for 2, which is actually kind of phenomenal for what it is, on top of its other versatility. Wormrest Agent, one of the best 2 drops in the game, simply because of its stat distribution. 1 Shadow Word Death. I'm not using a second one because I'm using a Big Game Hunter. Because making sure that you get a 4-2 body on the board while killing their minion is a much larger tempo gain than just Shadow Word Death. But once again, this does not hit 5 and 6 attack minions, such as the Mysterious Challenger, or, I don't know, Sylvanas and other things. Plus, once again, you can do the Shadow Word Death on your own Sylvanas trick. 2 Valens Chosen. The fact that this deck always has a 1 or 2 drop on the board normally ensures that Valens Chosen has just a ton of value. And, God, it's just wonderful. A 3-man 3/5 pretty much 99% of the time. It's hard to beat that. The 1 Dark Cultist just gives me a 3rd minion that rounds out my curve. Only having 2 3-drops in a deck that wants to be proactive kind of isn't enough, so the Dark Cultist helps round that out. The 1 of Dragonkin Sorcerer, it helps round out the 4-drop position because, once again, 2 Twilight Guardians doesn't seem like enough. Having the 3rd 4-drop to round out your curve really, really helps, on top of the fact that you are running 2 Valens Chosen, you are running 2 Power Word Shields. So when you Power Word Shield this, having a 4/8, or if you Valens Chosen it, having a 6/10 is amazing. So it's something that can just come out of nowhere and start crushing people. Twilight Guardian, just a phenomenal stat distribution. 3/6 taunt for 4. The card just crushes aggro decks. This card is insane. Once again, because we are running more of a proactive than reactive deck, we are only running one Holy Nova. Basically, it's in there to help deal with swarm decks, zoo, and things like people throwing out their... Oh god, what do you call it? Their two arms men. I can't remember. Whatever, the 3/1/1s. Two Azure Drakes, simply for some extra fuel. Sometimes the spell damage does matter. I've had it matter many times. But having the extra draw is nice. Two Blackwing Corruptors. Once again, this card is just absolutely insane. Targeted 3 damage. I don't think I've ever not had this like go off. When you're getting that late into the game, you always have a dragon. Singleton, Cabal Shadow Priest. Definitely do not want to run 2. There's been a few games where this has just been simply a 6 mana 4/5, and that always feels awful. But it is there to help. It helps with Zoo, it helps take some of their stuff, and once again, it combos with Shrinkmaster. Sylvanas Windrunner, I don't think I've ever run a control deck that doesn't run her. She's just absolutely amazing, and with Shadow Word Death, it's almost like running a second Mind Control. Chill Maw, I was actually on the fence. I actually only recently crafted him. I was running the deck for, or I think Chill Maw's a she. I don't know, actually. Chill Maw. Chill Maw keeps trying to ruin the Grand Tournament. Yeah, she would have done it too. Yeah, I knew Chill Maw was a girl. So Chill Maw, very anti-aggro. It's just a big minion that you can't big game hunter away. Ysera, obviously it's dragon control. Ysera is just absolutely amazing. And of course the Singleton Golden Mind Control. Mind Control just can win games. You steal someone's Tyrion, you steal someone's Ysera, they don't have an answer for it, and you just get to win off the back of it. So I think this is a fairly standard, maybe a few tweaks to some of the other Dragon Priest decks that I've seen. The reason why I like Dragon Priest is there's actually some like variables that you can do. There's things that you can change out and switch out. Like you can choose not to run Cabal Shadow Priest, and you know, in favor of other things. There's actually many variations that I've seen that are running Chromagus. Chromagus is amazing because on turn 9 you can Power Word Shield him, instantly draw 2 cards. You've gotten the value off of him. I personally think he's not quite worth it yet. If I wasn't running Chill Maw, I would probably run Chromagus, especially since I don't currently have an 8-drop. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those were kind of two random games. One of them was in Control. I think it was just basic Control Paladin, and then a Mech Rogue. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the deck. Let me know in the comments below, and I always get back to you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.